Obviously, they've tried to do everything they could to make the most of the situation. They tried to do
It's off season. I appreciate the league understanding and being so accommodating. I wish the league and all of the players nothing but the best, and I'm excited to watch.
Kelsey Plum just dropped a bombshell on the Unrivaled League. She's out, just like that. No warning, no explanation, just gone. And you know what's crazier? This isn't just about Plum. The whole league is shaking. Fans are furious, demanding refunds. Other players might follow Plum out the door. What's really going on behind the scenes? Let's break it down. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Picture this. Kelsey Plum, the face of Unrivaled, ready to take the league by storm. She's got the skills, the charisma, and the star power. Unrivaled had big plans for her. We're talking a massive contract that would make your jaw drop, marketing campaigns plastered everywhere, and her face on every billboard. They were all in on Plum, betting she'd be the one to put their league on the map. But then, things started to get weird. Rumors were flying around faster than a basketball on a fast break. Something wasn't right with Plum. People were whispering, wondering what was going on behind the scenes. Was she unhappy? Injured? It was like trying to solve a puzzle with half the pieces missing. And then, boom, Plum drops an Instagram post that shakes the whole league. She's out, just like that. No warning, no explanation, just a simple message saying she's done with Unrivaled. It's like she vanished into thin air, leaving everyone stunned.
Kelsey Plum is a big-name athlete. She's a superstar in the WNBA. She's a WNBA champion, dog.
ESPN have essentially confirmed. They have confirmed that Caitlyn Clark will not play in Unrivaled.
You should have seen the fans. They lost it. Social media exploded with questions, theories, and a whole lot of anger. People who bought tickets were demanding answers. Other players started talking too, wondering if they should jump ship. It was chaos. Unrivaled? They were scrambling like crazy, trying to save face. Press releases, damage control, the whole 9 yards. But it was too late. The damage was done. Their star player was gone, and their credibility took a massive hit. Now the league's in shambles. Plum's nowhere to be seen, and Unrivaled's left picking up the pieces. It's like watching a house of cards come tumbling down. One minute you're on top of the world, the next you're wondering how it all went wrong. But here's the kicker. There's more to this story than meets the eye. Plum's exit? It's just the tip of the iceberg. There's a whole lot going on beneath the surface, and it's about to come to light. You won't believe what's really been happening behind the scenes. This story's far from over, and it's only going to get wilder from here. Just when you thought Unrivaled couldn't make a bigger mess, they pulled off a stunt that makes Plum's exit look like child's play. Remember that 22-minute promo video they released? It was supposed to be their golden ticket, promising fans the moon and stars. And at the center of it all? Caitlyn Clark, the next big thing in women's basketball. Unrivaled hyped Clark up like she was the second coming. They painted this picture of her joining the league, ready to set the courts on fire. Fans went wild. I'm talking tickets selling out in an hour wild. People were scrambling to get a piece of the action, thinking they'd be watching Clark work her magic on the court.
That is what the focus is going to be. This league is going to cause catastrophic damage to this league.
Given Clark's popularity and how much Unrivaled wanted her to be there, I'm sure they're holding out hope that they can get her to change her mind between now and then.
But here's where things get crazy. Clark wasn't actually joining Unrivaled. Yeah, you heard that right. The whole thing was smoke and mirrors. Can you imagine promoting a star player who doesn't even know she's on your team? That's exactly what Unrivaled did, and it blew up in their face big time. When the truth came out, fans weren't just mad. They were furious. We're talking social media meltdowns, people demanding refunds left and right. It was chaos. Clark's team had to release a statement saying she wasn't part of the league, which only added fuel to the fire. Fans felt lied to, cheated, and straight up disrespected. Unrivaled's reputation? It took a nosedive faster than a bad shot. All that trust they'd built up, gone in an instant. Marketing experts are calling it a textbook case of how not to promote your league.
Make the most of Caitlyn Clark not playing by hinting everything and basically making people think that Caitlyn Clark was going to play.
I can almost promise you this. This is a bad look for the Unrivaled League.
Using a player's image without their actual involvement? That's not just shady, it's flat out unethical. Now, the league's credibility is hanging by a thread. Fans are questioning everything Unrivaled says. Other players are side-eyeing the league, wondering what other tricks they might pull. It's a mess, plain and simple. But here's where it gets interesting. This whole Clark fiasco? It might just be the key to understanding why Plum bailed. Think about it. If Unrivaled's willing to pull stunts like this, what else might they be doing behind closed doors? It's no wonder Plum wanted out. Who'd want to be part of a league that's built on lies and empty promises? So yeah, Unrivaled's in deep trouble. And as we keep digging, who knows what other secrets we might uncover. This story's far from over, and I've got a feeling it's only going to get wilder from here.
The best players to be a part of the league if you want to succeed. I mean, that's just a duh. And Kelsey Plum is one of the bigger name players in the WNBA.
Plum is a staple in the basketball community, and for her to withdraw from this league, could somebody else be leaving as well?
Forget the court drama for a second. Kelsey Plum's making moves that'll blow your mind. From rookie to entrepreneur in record time, that's nothing. But here's the real kicker. Plum's new game plan involves something you'd never expect from a pro athlete. Think less sweat, more luxury. While everyone's been busy talking about Unrivaled's mess, Plum's been lighting up in a whole different way. And I'm not talking about her shooting stats. Nope, Kelsey Plum's gone and become a cigar entrepreneur. You heard that right. Basketball star to cigar boss. Talk about a career change. Here's the crazy part. Plum wasn't even into cigars until recently. She went from smoking her first cigar to owning her own line faster than she can sink a three-pointer. Plum teamed up with Kingmaker Cigars, and now she's got her own custom cigars selling in lounges across the country. She even designs the bands herself. Plum said, "If you would have told me that a couple years ago when I smoked my first cigar in this lounge, I would have laughed." Well, who's laughing now? But Plum's not stopping at cigars. You know where else her smokes are showing up? At Las Vegas Aces Championship celebrations. That's right, Plum's puffing on her own brand while celebrating with her team. Talk about a power move. And get this, cigars are just the beginning. Plum's diving into real estate too. We're talking big deals, like a $4.3 billion property with Resorts World. That's not chump change, folks. Plum's out here building an empire while everyone else is still talking about basketball drama. She's not just dabbling either.
Kelsey Plum took to social media to let it be known she will not be taking part in the Unrivaled League.
Probably one of the more anticipated to see in a 3-on-3 setting. So we can't sit here and say it's not a blow to Unrivaled.
Plum's traveling for conferences, hitting up business meetings, and making investments left and right. It's like she's trying to take over the business world the same way she dominated on the court. So while Unrivaled's trying to figure out what went wrong, Plum's busy counting her stacks and lighting up celebratory cigars. Suddenly, all that league drama doesn't seem so important anymore, does it? Plum's playing a whole different game now, and from where I'm sitting, it looks like she's winning. But hold up, there's still more to Plum's story. What else has she been dealing with behind the scenes? Because let me tell you, this cigar business is just the tip of the iceberg. Kelsey Plum's been making waves with her cigar business, but that's not the whole story. You won't believe what's been going on behind the scenes. While Plum was crushing it in the business world, her personal life was falling apart. Get this. Kelsey filed for divorce right before the WNBA season started. Talk about bad timing. Imagine trying to focus on your game when your personal life is in shambles. It's like trying to sink a three-pointer with a blindfold on. The pressure was insane, but that's not all. Plum's been on a non-stop basketball carousel.
They already announced the teams, they already announced the coaches. What can Unrivaled really give us that we can hold on to until the season starts?
It looked like one player, like I stated, is definitely out of this deal. Now that is Kelsey Plum.
We're talking WNBA season, Olympics, playoffs, back to back to back. It's like she's been living and breathing basketball 24/7. No breaks, no time to catch her breath. How does someone handle all that? Her teammates are worried sick. They've been saying Plum's been through a lot this past year. It's not just the divorce or the crazy schedule, it's everything piling up at once. The pressure's been building like a volcano ready to erupt. Experts are saying athlete burnout is no joke. It's not just about being tired. It's like your body and mind just shut down. And with everything Plum's dealing with, it's a wonder she hasn't collapsed on the court. You know what's crazy? The WNBA schedule is brutal, especially for players doing international competitions too. It's like they're expected to be superheroes without a day off. Something's gotta give, right?
We're talking about point guard, superstar player Kelsey Plum not participating in this league.
Not take part in the inaugural season of Unrivaled in order to take some more time for myself this offseason.
Well, Plum finally decided to put herself first. Can you blame her? After everything she's been through, it's about time she took care of herself. But here's the thing. Plum stepping back isn't just about her. It's shaking up the whole women's basketball world. Think about it. If a star player like Plum is burning out, what does that mean for everyone else? Are we pushing these athletes too hard? Is the system broken? Plum's story is making everyone take a hard look at how women's sports are run. So yeah, Plum's life isn't all cigars and basketball. She's been fighting battles we didn't even know about. And now that it's all coming to light, it's clear that women's basketball might never be the same again. What's next? That's the million-dollar question everyone's asking.